Hello and welcome! It is playoff time in the Gauntlet of Greatness. Shadow and I are getting ready to play the last two quarterfinals. Here's your top 8 bracket. 10 weeks of regular season action resulted in these 8 decks advancing to the playoffs. We've already seen Twin versus Eggs and Elves versus Breach Post. Spoiler, look away if you want to go back and watch these videos, but that is the semifinal matchup that we have to look forward to. All right. Now, we're going to play Dredge versus Affinity this week, and the matchup we're about to play, Stoneforge versus Death and Taxes. The battle of the increasingly hard-to-name white weenie decks. I can't keep these straight. Is it Stoneforge? Is it Stone Blade? But it's just a 2-color, and Death and Taxes is really a hate bear deck, but it's kind of monocolor with emphasis on the taxes, so whatever. We've called them Stoneforge and Death and Taxes. You can call them whatever you like. But they're somewhat similar at first blush decks that are going to battle for a spot in the semifinals. So here's the Death and Taxes deck. It is all in on 4 Thalia, fully 4 Vryn Wingmare. So haters gonna hate. This is definitely the deck for those who want to hate on the no ban list modern format. People are showing up doing all kinds of broken stuff, whether it's Hypergenesis or whatever. We're gonna make all those combos cost more. Storm, whatever, 4 Mental Misstep, all 4 Chalice of the Void in the main, and then the rest of the deck is a Stoneforge Mystic package, right? You can get Skull Clamp, you can get Jitte, you can get Batter Skull, and Lingering Souls give you something to attack with eventually. So deck full of hates, kind of a white weenie aggro package. It can attack, but really wants to mess up the opponent's plans. The issue is the opponent that this deck has gotten paired against here in the quarterfinals borders on fair. Like, this is kind of blue-white control. I mean, I don't know if fair really applies to cards like Jace the Mind Sculptor, but
No, at no point.
But the inherent strategy here is just, I got some cantrips, got some, some removal spells, some counter spells, and some creatures. And so it's not like a combo deck that's going to go off. It's just it's a value deck, right? Every one of these cards is going to help just gain a little bit more value. Whether it's a free counter spell that's going to give you a mana advantage, whether it's, the raw card advantage of Snapcaster and Jace. Oh, by the way, here's a Stoneforge package too. Jitte, Sword of Feast and Famine, Batter Skull, and then, Treasure Cruises to refill when you run out. In this format, it does have Supreme Verdicts in the sideboard, so you've got your sweeper effect, but I think that was actually the right call. I actually really like the way this deck has been built. I think you put those in the sideboard and just go with paths in the main and just sort of flexible answers and threats and I don't know. 90s counter control mage like me, this feels like home. So, go ahead.
I like your way in this matchup. I like your way a whole lot in this matchup. Like, the Death and Taxes deck was certainly set up to beat nearly everyone's BS, but your deck doesn't actually have BS other than like Stoneforge Mystic, go get something broken, right?
Right. But that's not exactly vulnerable to Chalice. Are you gonna do Chalice 2? Good luck.
That's a lot of my deck.
Yeah, no, and right.
I'm not even sure I get to keep Chalices in after the board. Like, I don't know what I'm chalicing.
All fair. Alright. I have set up a match in Constructed Open Play Getting Serious. Come fight me!
Good luck, sir.
Chat says Jace is the best fair card ever printed.
Some of those words are true.
Many of them. Oh, sorry, Stoneforge is not actually up a game. Stoneforge did win the practice match. If you're watching the videos, you can actually watch even more matches with these decks if you tune into the live stream. Alright, Death and Taxes versus Stoneforge. Let's do it. Would you like to play first? Yes, I would.
You gotta mute me, man.
Shadow?
Alright, so
after the game. Good luck.
Good luck.
Alright. This straw, I guess, yeah, I keep this because of the Ponders, right? On turn 1 Ponder, I can defend it with Mental Misstep. I should get my turn 2 Stoneforge. Yeah, it seems like an easy keep. Alright, I definitely want the Tarn. I'm going to crack the Tarn on turn 2 when I tap out for Stoneforge. So the question is, which of these cards do I want to draw? I probably don't want Stoneforge number 2. I'd probably rather have a Remand. Yeah, because then I can, whatever I get with the Stoneforge, I can leave up Remand / activate Stoneforge. Which means Stoneforge, Remand, Tarn. Not shuffling. Alright. Let's see what he's got. He's got nothing? Okay. And I think in this matchup that the Jitte is actually better than the Batterskull. It's just like his deck is full of 1 toughness creatures. So I'm going to get Jitte here. This also means I've got a card I can still play even if I do get my Stoneforge pathed, although I also have Misstep for the path. Which I'm pretty sure I would just use. Yeah, no, I would like to keep the ability to legitate instant speed. Pretty sure that's right. Like, getting the land is nice. I guess Thalia's first strike would prevent me from actually equipping Jitte, but that's why we play Path to Exile, right? Right. What are you going to get with your Stoneforge Mystic? Man, I really want to land. I want to be able to path his and still activate mine. He got Batterskull. Interesting. Land, please. Jace. Alright. He got Batterskull, which I can trap in his hand by pathing his Stoneforge. I do have to give him a land, which is less than ideal. But like, I even have Snapcaster for the path. Like, I can path a lot of creatures. I can't really disenchant the Batterskull. I can remand it later. So this turn feels like it's Ponder Path. I can't let him untap. Or he just gets his Batterskull for cheap. I'm not letting that happen. I may as well Ponder first. Yeah, I'm going to wind up. There's no way to leave up Remand or Jitte activation given my desire to cast the path. Alright. I'm going to play Glacial Fortress, and then next turn, am I more likely to want a Mana Leak or a Stoneforge? I think I'm more likely to want Mana Leak. No 2-mana Batterskulls for you. Oh, he has the Misstep. I see. I could have let him... If I'd let him path my Mystic... Oh, this is all kind of annoying. And I'm not drawing lands for Jace. Yep, this is definitely annoying. Huh. wonder if I was supposed to let him path my Mystic. I would have a land and I would have a misstep in my hand. I mean, obviously, in retrospect, this game works out better if I let him path my Mystic, because he doesn't get a Batterskull here. But that play is psychic, you know? I'm pretty sure I just have to say go. He's going to put Batterskull into play, and I'm going to be annoyed. Huh. I think I should let him path my Mystic. Because I have the Jitte, which I can cast, my Mystic is already... I mean, I still want the Mystic. Like, I like the instant speed and, you know, I like this line, being able to leave up Permission and or Jitte. But I would love that fourth line. I would love the land. Like, the Mystic has value. I'm not sure it has more value than Misstep plus a land. It's really the land that I think I wasn't valuing enough. Alright, he's going to hit me with Batterskull. I can Snapcaster the token, but it's only 3 mana to pick this up, and he can just replay it. I feel like I have to kill the Mystic before I can do that. And given that I wound up here, I had a Batterskull. Huh. So if I equip Jitte, I can kill his Mystic, which sets me up. I can also Stoneforge. Man, the lack of that fourth land is killing me this hand. Yeah, the lack of the fourth land is kind of killing me. He's got 4 cards in his hand. What happens to me if I tap below my Permission? I mean, I can equip block, not take damage, then shoot his Mystic. Question is just what happens to me if I don't have a Mana Leak Remand. I don't know that I have a choice. Yuck. Ah, more fans of the board game stream. Nice, Green Cobalt. I will put that together. Oh, seriously. He's also got a Jitte. Not that leaving up Permission would have helped me there. It's just annoying. It's yet another reason why being able to defend my path on his Stoneforge. Ah! Psychic plays are hard. That's what happens. He gets another Stoneforge. Super annoying. Alright. So he has a Skull Clamp in his hand. I mean, I can bounce the Germ, which is exciting. With Jace. Kind of exciting. Although Jace then dies. I can also... Like, I can Snapcaster Path, but he has 2 counters on his Jitte, so my Snapcaster does not get a block in. Neither does my Stoneforge Mystic. Board game stream. Awesome. Yeah, so if I do a board game stream, I'll probably just do it like on my channel and pretend we're playing Magic with the title of like, you know, Magic Players Play Board Games or something. Is that the way to do that? It's probably the way. I can kill both Stoneforges, right? Because I can Jitte down one of them. I can Snapcaster Path the other. I'll eat 1 counter off Jitte and get hit by this for... Well, it's only 6. I feel like I have to kill the Stoneforges or else he's just going to be looping Batterskulls forever. If I kill both Stoneforges and then next turn play a Jace, that feels like my best chance. What's he doing? He's gonna Chalice 1 preemptively, so whatever. Oh, so I could remand that, he'll recast it, I could mana leak it, but I need, like, the only one I actively care about right now. This shuts out his Skull... Oh, he can Skull Clamp. He can Skull Clamp Stoneforge? Hilarious. I feel like I have to spend these resources on the Path to Exile. Like, that's my mana. Whoa, wrong mana. I'm not happy that future ones are going to be chaliced, but it's also not a complete catastrophe. Okay, that's just bad. That's just really bad. And now I'm tapped out. Starting off his own misstep. And it worked to bait me. Wow. Yeah, I can't save it. We can put this Skull Clamp into play. If he had that misstep the whole time, then even my Psychic line wouldn't have worked. Not to say the psychic line required me being psychic. It's possible it was just a better line anyway. But it wouldn't be 2 missteps. I mean, I'd still be backed into this corner, more or less. It's probably better. Yeah, I should have let his path on my Mystic resolve. I should have taken the land and held my misstep. I still does not look like I would have been able to path his Stoneforge, but I wouldn't be under... Having that 4th land earlier would have let me attempt to do things at least. Alright, I mean, I have to Jace this token, but Jitte is worth 7 power on the Stoneforge. So what, this line only works if I could distract him with killing Jace. Right? I mean, if I play Stoneforge, he kills it with Jitte, and then he attacks me with 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, I'm dead. I'm dead on board. I don't think there's anything I can do to not be dead on board. So, let's see if we can distract him with the shiny Planeswalker. Look at me! I'm Jace the Mind Sculptor. Don't you want to kill me? Really, my 1 mana is threatening all kinds of things into Chalice 1. He doesn't look very distracted. Not gonna lie. These 3 Jitte counters. I told you Jitte was good in this matchup! I mean, you basically drew similar stuff. Well, that's not even true. I drew... These are not good. This Mana Leak Remand, this is not where I want to be in this matchup. I mean, maybe I could have made them into real cards if I play the other line, but... GG. Death and Taxes, up a game. Misstep is super annoying. Alright, I love Disenchant in this matchup. Love, love, love Disenchant in this matchup. I don't love Mana Leak or Remand. I do like Misstep. I like Spell Snare. Right? I get Thalias and Stoneforges, especially Stoneforges. I could even get it to Hardcast Jitte. I might need to Supreme Verdict? Question mark? It's awfully expensive. This actually looks decent. Do I want that? Am I gonna sword? I mean, pro black and green, knock cards out of his hand. I mean, I kind of like untapping my lands, but am I kidding? I'm never gonna get that. I think I put 2 sweepers in my deck. 2 disenchants. Yeah, this looks about right. I only have 1 mana counters. I wish I had more disenchants, honestly. Just good old disenchant. Alright. Let us see what happens. Man, I want to go back and play that game where I let him path my Stoneforge. It would have been much closer. I honestly don't know if I win it or not, which makes me interested in trying that line. I'm pretty sure the line is just better because of the value of the land to that particular draw. This looks solid. Right, 3 land, Spell Snare, Disenchant, and a Jace. I think it's good enough. He does have... Interesting. He has Chrome Mox, so he can play turn 1 Stoneforge. So I think I'm going to leave Misty instead of Colonnade, so that I can Spell Snare a 2-mana spell on turn 1. I mean, it's what Chrome Mox does, right? No, it's just going to be Thoughtseize. Yep. Can't do anything about Thoughtseize. Pretty good here. I assume he's going to take Jace or Snapcaster. I mean, it probably depends how good. Probably tells me that Spell Snare and Disenchant do not dismantle his draw. So, Jace just is really good. He's got 2 Tech Edges, but I'm going to have targets, so I'm just going to get Hallowed Fountain. Solid. No reason to threaten Disenchant or Snappy. Wow. That seems good. Down goes Snapcaster Mage. Draw feels a lot weaker now, not gonna lie. You've done some work helping me get to this card. I'm not there yet though, right? I can pay 5 of the 7. Awkward. Is that card just good here? Kinda is. Supreme Verdict now costs 5. Treasure Cruise now costs 9. Tech Edge is gonna kill one of these. Yeah, Lingering Souls. I don't think I can accomplish anything with a random Snapcaster for beats. I have so many land in my deck. I have Ponders. I play like 24 and Ponders and. He drew both his Tectonic Edges. Lovely. I'm never getting to 5. Like, as soon as I play number 4, he starts blowing these up. I guess hypothetically I can fail to find in order to defend things from Tech Edge. Is that how that works? Activate only if. No, he's activated it by then. I can't fail to find to turn it off, can I? It's legal when he activates it, and it's legal when he's activated. This is so sad. If I put 4... Yeah, and Vryn Wingmare prevents me from sacking this to just main phase Treasure Cruise. Unbelievable. I crushed in the practice match, honest. It's just it was a complete blowout. They weren't even, they were barely games. First game, I get a Jitte, and he didn't get much of anything going. Second game, he was mana screwed. Yeah, I have to just let this happen. Oh, that works, doesn't it? So annoying. Haters gonna hate. Can't do anything about this. Yeah, I mean, he's going to attack me for 6, and I can't get to Supreme Verdict. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can put a 6th card in the yard. 7, 8, 9. So I can tap out for Treasure Cruise, except I have to crack this, and then I get hit for 6. So, like, I don't even think I have an out. Unbelievable. I'm not even going to play a spell this turn. This game. I'm never going to play a spell. I could have committed suicide for the sake of Treasure Cruise. Oh, what's a card in my graveyard? Like, I can't... Oh, man. I didn't draw any Path to Exile, and I'm just going to die to Stupid Ring Wingmare. That means I never got to Supreme Verdict. Yeah, Ring Wingmare and 2 Tectonic Edges. Oh, such hate. This deck... I don't think it's favored in the matchup. I will say that much. Like, I think I'm, I don't know, 60-40 favorite. I think I would win 60 plus if we played 100 times. But we don't play 100 times.
I will admit that is a shocking result, sir.
Good game.
Good game.
I was just saying, I think if we played 100 times, I feel like I would win 60 some. I mean, I don't think I'm a oh my god favorite, but I think I'm like, it's not like Death and Taxes versus Storm where I think like Death and Taxes might actually win 90 out of 100.
Right.
Like I don't think Storm can win that match 10 times in 100. But here, I mean, I think I'm a solid favorite here. I think I was 60-40, 65-35. I think I was in that range.
I think so.
We don't play 100 times.
No. We played best of 3. And the first game felt fair. Like, I don't know what happened this game. Like...
Well, what happened this game is that... I don't know what happened this game either. Like, you never played a 2-mana spell, so my spell snare was dead. and you drew both your Tectonic Edges. Like, if I sweep the board once with Supreme Verdict, then it's just game on. But your list has 2 Tectonic Edges in it, and you drew them both.
Yes.
And that meant that I never got to Supreme Verdict mana. Like, Vryn Wingbear and 2 Tech Edges, sometimes that's good enough.
Yeah. I don't have a spell in my hand that costs 2. Like, I don't even have an artifact. Like, I'm just playing Wingmare and Spirit.
Yeah,
whatever that card's got. Yeah, Lingering Souls.
Yeah, no, my plan against that draw is Supreme Verdict. I sideboarded it in, I drew it, I literally never got to 5 mana. Like, Vryn Wingmare means it costs 5 instead of 4.
Right.
And I never got to 5. I only got to 4.